Let me share a profound secret that influential individuals have always known, but rarely speak aloud. Emotion is like a silent tether around your inner peace. The more you invest your feelings, the tighter that tether becomes. The more you react, the more vulnerable you become. The world does not bend to those whose hearts are fully open. It yields to those who can calmly detach and move forward without hesitation. Your emotional engagement is a valuable resource. The one who uses it sparingly holds greater sway. The one who remains composed in any situation commands the room. Do you believe genuine connection wins every battle? No, strategic detachment often prevails. Do you think heartfelt compassion earns respect? More often, a calm, unwavering resolve does. Do you seek true influence? Then release the need for constant understanding. Let go of the desire to be universally liked. Bury the urge to immediately respond to every provocation. Because the less you emotionally invest, the more others will. The world listens not to the loudest, not to the most overtly kind, not to those who express the most affection. It listens to the one who remains most self-contained and observes most keenly, the one who waits patiently while others speak from a place of emotional urgency. The one who understands that unfiltered emotional care can be a vulnerability because it means handing over a measure of your self-command. Many people live guided by their immediate feelings, their need for approval, for validation, for acceptance. These are like unseen chains they proudly wear. But the moment you truly detach, not pretending, not putting on a show, but genuinely letting go of the need for external emotional validation, you instantly rise above predictable patterns. You become unshakable, self-governed, and psychologically unreadable. True influence begins with an aura of deliberate mystery, and that mystery is born from emotional distance. When you react less emotionally than others, you create a subtle discomfort. They become curious to understand you. They invest their energy in deciphering you. They become concerned about losing your presence. You subtly reverse the dynamic. You no longer pursue, you draw others in. You no longer constantly explain, you are listened to. You no longer impulsively react, you thoughtfully guide. If this message is already sparking a new kind of inner strength and clarity within you, and you're ready to master these powerful principles, hit the subscribe button now. Join our community to continue your journey toward unshakable self-command and strategic influence. Let me share a truth your modern world rarely acknowledges. If you wish to guide outcomes, never let your emotional pulse quicken beyond your strategic awareness. The person who feels more deeply is often at the mercy of the one who feels less. Why? Because emotion is a point of influence. It can be subtly directed, pushed, or twisted. The one who genuinely needs nothing cannot be swayed, cannot be guilted, cannot be manipulated. That is what I call true personal power. So what is required of you? Withdraw strategically, but not entirely. Remain close enough to hold their interest, distant enough to inspire contemplation. Offer just enough warmth to spark engagement, then hold steady. Make your presence discerning. Let your silence carry weight. Allow others to project their hopes onto you, then observe as their expectations shift in pursuit of an idea you never fully promised. They might call you insensitive, let them. They might call you detached, smile. They might say you lack compassion, good. A leader does not falter from criticism. A calm storm does not apologize for reshaping the landscape. And true influence is never earned solely by being liked. It is built by inspiring respect, by being sought after, and by never being fully defined. When you react too emotionally, your strategic adversaries can sense it. They'll know where your vulnerabilities lie. They'll know how to try to guilt you, provoke you, make you chase their approval, make you over-explain. But when you remain composed, they might panic, they might plead, they might lose their own composure. They reveal their intentions while you keep your own counsel. You must understand this is not a matter of right or wrong, it is a matter of strategic self-mastery. Detachment is not indifference, it is strategic composure. You still observe, you still analyze, but you do not emotionally cling. You do not overinvest. You never place your source of inner strength in someone else's hands. When you are strategically composed, you become less predictable. When you are less predictable, you become a formidable presence. And that presence, my dear listener, is a deeply compelling quality in this world. It inspires respect. It encourages cooperation. It makes people cautious about losing your engagement. Do not pursue, do not over-explain, do not justify your positions. Stand still, let others gravitate towards you. Because the one who is less emotionally invested not only thrives, they guide the situation. And if you still doubt me, let me remind you. True leaders are not crowned for boundless compassion. They are recognized for their clear vision and firm direction. And that direction is born in strategic self-possession. Emotional composure is not coldness, it is thoughtful calculation. It is not the absence of feeling, but the mastery of it. While many are guided by their immediate reactions, the strategically aware person observes, remains unmoved, psychologically unreadable, and unshakable. You see, when you invest too much emotion, you inadvertently reveal your strategy, you telegraph your vulnerabilities, you show what truly matters to you. And once that information is openly expressed, it can become a subtle point of influence in someone else's hands. The manipulator observes, not because you are weak, but because you are transparent, you are predictable, and predictable individuals are easily guided. The challenges of life do not reward unfiltered emotional expression, they reward the art of strategic self-containment. Do you think others truly respect your emotional openness? No, they often catalog it. Do you think they value your complete transparency? No, they study it. Every emotional outburst, every personal revelation, every moment of vulnerability is an insight, not into your soul, but into how to potentially influence you. The one who is less emotionally invested sets the pace of the interaction. They decide when to engage, when to step back, and when to bring things to a decisive close. Because nothing can be used against an individual who remains psychologically unreadable. You must learn to respond thoughtfully, not react impulsively. Many respond immediately to words, to criticisms, to praise, to silence. But impulsive reaction can be a form of self-limitation. The strategically aware person calculates. They observe the criticism but do not flinch. They hear the untruth but do not immediately correct it. They feel the chaos around them but remain anchored in stillness. This inner calm often unnerves people. It creates psychological distance. And that distance is a source of strength. It encourages others to approach you while you remain grounded in self-command. In relationships, business, or public life, the same principle applies. The less you invest emotionally, the more strategic influence you hold. If others show strong emotion and you remain calm, they might struggle to maintain their composure. If they express anger and you meet it with silence, they might feel unsettled. If they ignore you and you don't pursue, they might question their own value. In every exchange, your ability to remain unperturbed is your advantage. You are not without feelings. You are selective with what enters your emotional core. Many are too eager to connect, to bond, to explain themselves. The strategically aware individual withholds. They listen more than they speak. They allow discomfort to subtly work in their favor. Composed silence is a powerful tool. Strategic composure is a fortress. Thoughtful detachment is a guiding strategy. These are not traits of a weak person. These are the qualities of leaders, innovators, and visionaries. People are drawn to what they cannot easily grasp. They respect what doesn't openly seek approval. And they cooperate with what they cannot predict. When you become emotionally economical, when you no longer offer your immediate reactions freely, you become intriguing. And the intriguing individual is formidable, because no one knows where to aim their influence. Look around you. The most respected individuals are not loud. They are often reserved. They communicate with precision. They carry themselves with calm assurance. And that very absence of overt emotional need turns them into centers of gravity. Others naturally gather around them. The less self-assured gravitate towards the strong, hoping for validation. But the person who cultivates strategic detachment never orbits. They draw people into their world and remain internally unperturbed by external emotional currents. The world may try to criticize you for this. They'll say you're distant, emotionally cold, or unfeeling. Let them. Their criticism is often proof that you're becoming more influential. Because for many, emotions are their guide, but for you, they become your carefully deployed tools, used only when necessary and never wasted. In a world constantly seeking attention, the one who wisely withholds it gains true influence. They might label it as indifference, coldness, or apathy. But what they fail to grasp is that strategic detachment is the foundation upon which true influence rests. The person who learns to engage less emotionally is not heartless. They are focused, strategic, resilient to the chaos of emotional pressures. Let others feel deeply. Let them express openly. You, instead, must observe. Observe how easily people are guided when their emotions override their careful thought. Do you want to see who holds the influence in any room? It is not the loudest, not the one who seeks approval, praise, or comfort. It is the one who does not flinch when others show distress, who does not pursue when others withdraw, who remains still while others plead. That person is unshakable. That person leads. And to lead, you must first learn to quiet the inner need for acceptance. You see, when you care too much, you reveal your inner vulnerabilities. You place your inner peace in the hands of others. And once they sense it, once they know they can elicit a reaction from you, they gain a measure of control. Like a subtle string, they can guide your responses. But the person who does not react impulsively, the person who calmly steps back rather than engage in argument, they redefine the interaction. They become a calming presence that others cannot easily predict. Many people struggle not because they lack inherent strength, but because they seek constant affirmation. They want to be liked, understood, forgiven. These are often perceived as luxuries, not necessities, in the pursuit of true self-command. Influence is not earned through mere kindness. It is earned through strategic self-containment, through deliberate quietness, through never letting the world know what truly unsettles you, excites you, or deeply affects you. To engage less emotionally is not to abandon your humanity, it is to master your own. Imagine two individuals in a challenging situation. One acts for external approval, the other acts for their own clear objective. Who do you think is more effective? The one seeking to impress might stumble first. The one acting with nothing to prove, with no desire for applause, achieves their goals more consistently. Your life can be like that strategic arena. You must engage as if external validation means nothing, as if true success is only real when achieved with inner integrity. Strategic composure is not a lack of emotion. It is the unwavering presence of discipline. Emotional self-command is not a weakness. It is a powerful tool. You may feel, you may care, but never should your strategic adversaries perceive it. Others might make choices that affect you. You will not flinch. You will not show overt distress. You will calmly acknowledge and move forward. The calm silence you maintain will influence others more deeply than any outburst ever could. There is something profoundly impactful about a person who does not react impulsively. In a world driven by emotional responses and constant noise, they become the enigma, the subtle force in the room. People might try to provoke you to feel important. Deny them that opportunity. When they criticize you, maintain a calm demeanor. When they challenge you, observe without reaction. When they plead for a response, offer none. This is how truly influential individuals communicate with quiet strength. To inspire respect is a refined skill. To be loved is beautiful. But to gain influence without ever raising your voice, that is an art. And it is the art of strategic self-containment. Those who are concerned about losing your engagement will seek it more earnestly. Those who know you cannot be easily swayed will align themselves. The person who can calmly step back from anything, be it opportunities, relationships, or reputation, becomes the one others seek out. Because their influence is not in their possessions, it is in their psychological resilience. I say to you, stop chasing external approval. Start inspiring respect that stems from your presence. Stop pursuing apologies, perfect endings, or constant understanding. Start mastering your composure, your calmness under pressure, your quiet strength in challenging situations. That is true influence. That is self-command. And in this world, the one who strategically manages more wins. The one who engages less emotionally guides the narrative. Let us now turn to your most significant challenges: relationships, romantic, family, and social. It is here that many strong individuals find their resolve tested. Not in grand conflicts, but in personal connections. Not by overt challenges, but by subtle emotional appeals and the allure of deep affection. You think deep connection is simple? Think again. It involves complex dynamics. And the one who maintains emotional composure often navigates these dynamics more effectively. They might encourage you to share your heart, to be open, to communicate everything. These are not necessarily direct strategies. They can be areas of vulnerability. Because in every relationship, someone holds a greater sense of influence, and it's rarely the one who reveals their emotional hand first. The one who waits, who observes, who reveals only what is truly necessary, they are the one who guides the pace. You must cultivate a thoughtful, observant approach in your personal life. Be calm, analytical, and discerning. Do not over-explain. Do not justify your absence, your quiet moments, your personal ambitions. The more others believe they fully understand you, the easier it is for them to try to guide your actions. So cultivate a sense of purposeful mystery, even with those closest to you. And when you encounter disappointment, as you inevitably will, maintain your composure. They might expect anger. They might expect you to plead, to fight, to lose your resolve. Deny them that satisfaction. Remain calm. Step back. That stillness will resonate with them longer than any emotional reaction ever could. Because true influence is not about immediate reaction. It is about sustained self-command. Immediate emotional responses are often reactive. Strategic composure is a deliberate choice. When others are guided by their strong emotions, you must be guided by your clear thinking. That is how you stay thoughtfully ahead. Emotions can make people impulsive, anxious, predictable. But you will not pursue perfect outcomes. You will not seek constant validation. You will not over-explain your value. You will simply exist, unperturbed, unattached, and unshakable. This is not unkindness. It is strategic self-preservation. You must stop idealizing every connection. Connection is a tool for interaction. Use it wisely. Don't make it your sole focus. Be capable of deep care? Yes, but only from a position of inner strength. Give affection, but not your core sense of self. Be kind, but never constantly available. Listen intently, but never over-reveal. Because the moment others feel they have unrestricted access to your inner world, they might subtly try to shape it for their own benefit. You must become like a solid structure, strong and resilient, with a clear internal space, unyielding, self-contained. Your worth is not in your ability to please people. It's in your refusal to be guided by them. And when people realize they cannot easily sway you, that you're unmovable, they will do one of two things: respect your strength or become cautious of it. Both are effective outcomes. So let this be your guiding principle. Never let deep affection weaken your resolve. Never let friendships dull your discernment. Never let anyone's emotional appeals pull you from your chosen path. You are not a universal problem solver. You are not a savior. You are a strategist. And in the complex dynamics of influence, those who remain emotionally steady will always navigate more effectively than those who are overwhelmed by sentiment. Remember, the person who is less emotionally reactive is never truly lost because they are never overly attached. And the one who cannot be easily swayed cannot be easily broken. Let us conclude with the ultimate truth. Influence is not simply granted, it is cultivated. And it is cultivated not by those who speak the loudest, nor by those who plead for understanding, but by the one who can remain calm while others show distress. The person who can calmly step away without flinching. The one who can manage their own emotions, while the world tries to challenge their composure with appeals wrapped in affection. They will call you strategic, inaccessible, composed. Let them. Individuals lacking self-command often seek constant emotional reassurance to function. Individuals with powerful self-command radiate inner strength. They don't seek comfort, they manage situations. They do not submit to the need for perfect closure, constant reassurance, or universal approval. They write their own narrative, and in it, they are always in control. Do you understand now why the one who strategically manages their emotions gains influence? Because they refuse to let their inner world be dictated by external circumstances. The challenges may be intense, but internally they remain calm, focused, untouched. That is what inspires respect. They cannot be easily moved. Look closely at the people who command genuine respect. They are not the ones pursuing constant connection. They are the ones too self-contained to be easily reached, too disciplined to be drawn into emotional games. They are not transparent mirrors. They are solid structures. You don't easily see through them, you encounter their steady presence. And here is the powerful paradox. When you engage less emotionally, others often engage more. They are drawn by your composure. They seek your attention. They become fascinated by your calm resilience. Why? Because most people are driven by a need to feel important. When you remove that easy validation, they often adapt. They try harder. They invest more. But you remain steady. You allow them to work within your established orbit while you remain centered, influential, and free. Freedom is the ultimate form of influence. And to achieve it, you must be emotionally self-governed. No one should be able to trigger you, provoke you, or guide your actions. Your strategic composure is your protection. Your ability to step back is your tool, and your calm stillness is your strength. Stop over-explaining yourself. Stop seeking constant understanding. Stop justifying your ambitions, your strategic distance, your unwavering discipline. Many won't understand you because they are not meant to. Let them make assumptions. Let them express doubts. Let them misunderstand. You weren't born to be liked by everyone. You were born to be respected. Self-command isn't just about others, it's about you. Can you delay immediate gratification? Can you say no when everyone expects yes? Can you choose long-term influence over immediate pleasure, discipline over chaos, your future vision over their opinions? If you can, you don't just succeed, you lead. Strategic detachment isn't emptiness, it's intelligence. It's the realization that nothing is permanent, neither their praise nor their criticism. You don't allow yourself to be swayed by their emotional ups and downs. You build your own path on steady ground. Let others react. You choose your response. Let others pursue. You remain centered. Let others plead. You walk with purpose. Be the one who engages less emotionally, not because you are negative, but because you are focused. Because you have seen what over-investing emotions does. It weakens, it obscures, it limits. And you were never meant to be anyone's puppet, not even to your own immediate feelings. So rise above, cultivate detachment, observe keenly, and act with control. This is the path of strategic influence. Thoughtful, calculated, highly effective. Like this video. If you're ready to stop chasing approval, subscribe. If you're prepared to become the kind of individual that can't control, can't predict, and can never forget, because this isn't just self-improvement, this is an internal revolution, and you are becoming unstoppable.